Demidov once again. Olaf shoots. Down to 10 seconds. Celebrini scores! It's a hat trick, and for the second straight period, he scores in the final seconds.
This rookie is shocking the NHL, and he's only just getting started. Macklin Celebrini recorded a hat trick and 2 assists. His 5-point night led San Jose to a 6-5 overtime win against the New York Rangers. Each goal changed the pace of the game and silenced the crowd. What happened next showed why the entire league is now watching him. On October 24th, 2025, the San Jose Sharks faced the New York Rangers at Madison Square Garden. The Sharks had lost 6 straight games to start the season. They had not yet won a single game. The Rangers, playing at home, had also been struggling, losing every home match so far. Both teams entered the night searching for a change. The game began with speed and pressure from both sides. Just 6 minutes into the first period, Macklin Celebrini scored on the power play. His shot from the left side beat Rangers goalie Igor Shesterkin. It gave San Jose an early lead and snapped the tension that had followed the team since the season began. Later in that same period, with only 9 seconds left, Celebrini struck again. The Sharks took a 3-1 lead heading into the first intermission. The rookie had already scored twice in the opening frame. In the second period, the Rangers fought back. They tied the game and then took the lead. The Sharks responded quickly. With 6 seconds remaining in the second period, Celebrini completed his hat trick. His one-timer from the left circle found the back of the net. The scoreboard now read 5-4 for San Jose. The teenager had done it. 3 goals in 2 periods. The game went into overtime after the Rangers tied it again in the third. In the extra frame, at 1 minute and 38 seconds, Celebrini made a perfect pass to teammate Will Smith. Smith fired, and the puck hit the net. The Sharks won 6-5. It was their first victory of the season. Celebrini finished the night with 5 points, 3 goals, and 2 assists. The win in New York ended a long streak of frustration for San Jose. Before that night, the Sharks had gone 6 games without a single win. Their offense had struggled, and fans were losing patience. Then came Macklin Celebrini, an 18-year-old rookie, the first overall pick from the 2024 NHL Draft. On that Friday morning, his name spread across every hockey headline. The details show how decisive he was. Celebrini's first goal came 6:17 into the first period. His second came with only 9 seconds left in that same frame. His third, a sharp one-timer, came with 6 seconds remaining in the second period. Each goal arrived at key moments, breaking or regaining momentum. In overtime, his assist on Will Smith's game-winning goal sealed the result. Smith scored just 1 minute and 38 seconds into the extra period, ending the Sharks' losing streak and handing the Rangers their 5th straight home loss. Reuters confirmed that the Rangers dropped to 0-4-1 at home, matching a franchise worst start. Goalie Alex Nedeljkovic stopped 22 of 27 shots for San Jose. On the other side, Igor Shesterkin allowed 6 goals on 24 shots. Taylor Radish recorded a hat trick for the Rangers, but it wasn't enough to prevent another defeat. Celebrini's performance stood out beyond the scoreline. At 18 years old, he was already becoming one of the youngest players in Sharks history to post a 5-point game. His earlier record shows that this was not an isolated night. In April 2025, he also scored a hat trick and 2 assists against the Minnesota Wild. In May 2025, Celebrini was named a finalist for the Calder Memorial Trophy given to the NHL's best rookie. His 63 points in 70 games proved his skill. This latest game only added to that record, showing that, even under pressure, the rookie continues to deliver when it matters most.
Injury. Are you saying he's rusty? No, that would be your department. There's Crosby scores!
Sidney Crosby delivered a moment that shook the Penguins' history. His goal didn't just add another point, it pushed him past one of the greatest names in hockey. The arena erupted as he became the top scorer in team history, rewriting the record book one shot at a time.
Milestone's a lot, but to have the most points of all time, the Penguins regular season, playoffs combined, what does that mean to you, especially considering that it's right there with right above where you're at?
Yeah, I mean, it took me probably 500 more games, like I said, and been here for a long time and been fortunate to play with some great players. So.
On October 21st, 2025, inside PPG Paints Arena, Sidney Crosby changed the story of the Pittsburgh Penguins forever. During a game against the Vancouver Canucks, Crosby scored a goal in the second period. It wasn't just another goal. It was the one that made him the all-time points leader in Penguins history. Crosby's record-breaking point gave him 1,896 combined points in both regular season and playoff games. That number passed Mario Lemieux's total of 1,895 points, which had stood for years as the highest mark ever reached by a Penguins player. It took Crosby 1,539 games to reach that total. Lemieux had set his mark in 1,022 games. The new combined total for Crosby now sits at 700 goals and 1,196 assists, all earned while wearing the Penguins uniform. That night, the Penguins defeated the Vancouver Canucks 5-1. Crosby's big moment came in the second period during a run of 3 quick goals that broke the game open. Defenseman Chris Letang added 2 assists in that game, pushing his own career total to 600 assists. Goalie Tristan Jarry made 23 saves, keeping the Canucks attack under control and helping secure the team's 3rd straight win of the early season. When Crosby scored, the crowd reacted instantly. Fans jumped to their feet. Some clapped, some screamed, and others just stood in silence, taking in the history they had just witnessed. The arena announcer confirmed the record, and the crowd grew even louder. Crosby's goal wasn't only his 700th career goal with the Penguins, it was also the one that placed him alone at the top of the team's all-time scoring chart. Every goal and every assist since 2005, from regular season games to Stanley Cup playoffs, was part of that number. After the game, Crosby spoke briefly to reporters. He said, "It's pretty special for sure. You grow up watching Mario and what he did for this city and this team. To even be mentioned with him is really humbling. There are a lot of teammates and people who made this possible." That simple statement showed his focus. Even after reaching a record that might stand for years, Crosby talked about others. The Penguins coach told reporters that Crosby's work habits have not changed since his first day in the league. Early mornings, extra practice, and full attention to detail. For the Penguins, the record was more than a number. It was a signal that one of their greatest leaders had just carved another piece of franchise history right before their eyes. NHL later updated Crosby's official all-time stats, confirming his new rank as 7th on the league's all-time points list. Only 6 players in history have recorded more points. Team captain since 2007, Crosby has led the Penguins through 3 Stanley Cup championships, in 2009, 2016, and 2017. Each title added to his career total. Every playoff assist and goal built toward the record he broke that night. The NHL's official game report listed the milestone under notable events. It stated that Crosby became the all-time leader in combined regular season and playoff points for the franchise. The Penguins' official website also posted the headline, "Sidney Crosby becomes the all-time points leader in Pittsburgh Penguins history." It was direct and factual, marking the event as part of the franchise's long timeline. Crosby's milestone now joins the list of historic Penguins moments, Stanley Cup wins, scoring records, and legendary performances that shaped the team's story. Across the NHL, other players and coaches congratulated Crosby. Many pointed to his discipline, his preparation, and his ability to stay productive across 2 decades in a demanding sport. For Pittsburgh fans, October 21st, 2025 will remain a date to remember. On that night, Sidney Crosby didn't just score another goal. He dropped a hammer on the Penguins record book and placed his name at the very top.
Montreal Canadiens defenseman Lane Hutson has signed his contract extension with the Montreal Canadiens. We've been talking about it for a couple of months. It's a done deal. The Canadiens announced it earlier this morning, precisely at 10:22 a.m. Let's take a look off the Canadiens Twitter account. They've agreed to terms on an 8-year contract extension with defenseman Lane Hutson. We find out in that piece that it's a $70.8 million deal.
Lane Hutson just became $70 million richer, and he's only 21 years old. The Montreal Canadiens dropped a bombshell contract that nobody saw coming, and what Lane said after signing has the entire hockey world going absolutely insane right now. Lane Hutson, only 21 years old, has agreed to an 8-year, $70.8 million contract extension with the Montreal Canadiens. The news was confirmed by Reuters on October 13th, 2025. 2025. The deal begins in the 2026-27 season and carries an average yearly salary of $8.85 million. This means the Canadiens have committed to him until 2034. Before this new deal, Hutson was playing under his rookie contract worth about $950,000 per season. With this new extension, his salary will rise almost 10 times. That's insane. This agreement comes after Hutson's incredible rookie season, where he scored 6 goals and had 60 assists for a total of 66 points. That performance broke a Montreal Canadiens record for rookie defensemen. He also tied the all-time NHL rookie defenseman assist record, first set by Larry Murphy in 1980-81. Because of those numbers, Hutson won the Calder Memorial Trophy, given each year to the NHL's best rookie. During the official announcement, Montreal Canadiens general manager Kent Hughes said the deal was reached after several days of negotiation. Hughes stated he talked about his view on things, he wanted to be here, and how hard he planned to work. The Canadiens organization viewed that commitment as a key reason to offer him such a long contract. Lane Hutson's comments after the signing confirmed what many fans had hoped. He said he was thankful for the chance to stay in Montreal for the long term and that the team's faith in him meant a lot. He wanted to continue building with the group they had and to give everything to help the team move forward. The Canadiens' choice to offer this deal now, before the end of his rookie contract, shows how much they value him. Hutson still has 1 year left on his entry-level deal, which runs through the 2025 to 2026 season. After that, his new extension begins and will keep him in Montreal for 8 more years. In the 2024 to 25 season, Hutson became one of the league's top power play defensemen and recorded the most assists by a Montreal rookie in history. His playmaking skills helped the Canadiens improve their offensive numbers significantly. The Canadiens also became the first NHL team to have a rookie defenseman win the Calder Trophy since Ken Dryden did it in 1971-72. General manager Kent Hughes said the deal was about more than numbers. It was about leadership, commitment, and planning for the future. The 8-year length gives the team stability and gives Hutson a chance to grow without the pressure of short-term contracts. When news of the signing broke, fans filled social media with reactions. Many were surprised by the size of the deal. Others said it showed strong belief in Hutson's potential. Analysts pointed out that Hutson's new average salary of $8.85 million per year places him among the top-paid young defensemen in the NHL. The Canadiens' decision to extend Hutson now also sends a signal to other teams. During his rookie season, Hutson averaged more than 23 minutes of ice time per game in the final month of the season, showing how much trust the coaches already had in him. His skating and passing allowed Montreal to move the puck faster from their own zone. Canadian media outlets describe the deal as a statement that Montreal is building its next core around young players like Hutson, Nick Suzuki, and Cole Caulfield. The Canadiens have struggled in recent seasons, but management believes this new core can bring stability. The NHL's salary cap is expected to rise in future years, which may make Hutson's $8.85 million average salary more manageable. For comparison, other top defensemen around the league, as of today, the deal is official. Hutson remains under contract through the 2033 to 34 NHL season. The total term, 8 years. The total value, $70.8 million. The average yearly value, $8.85 million. At the time of the deal, Canadiens fans gathered online to share their reactions. Some expressed excitement, saying the team secured their next franchise defenseman. Others mentioned concern about the long-term cost. Still, the general reaction was filled with attention and surprise. The signing also generated interest across the league. Analysts compared Hutson's new deal with recent contracts given to other defensemen under 25, noting that the value reflects how much the market has changed for offensive blue liners. This is the largest contract given to a Montreal defenseman in the past decade. The Canadiens organization expects that Hutson's growth will continue based on his performance last year and his age. Hutson's calm statements after signing gave a clear picture. He said he was proud to represent the Canadiens for the next 8 years and would continue to work hard to earn the team's trust. And as fans continue to react, one thing is certain: the Montreal Canadiens have made one one of the boldest moves of this NHL season, and the name Lane Hutson will be at the center of it for years to come.
Demidov avoided the check. Demidov, look out, gave it away right on the tape of Pinto. And I think a cross-checking call behind the play.
I think it's going to be a slash.
A slash, sorry. It's going against Ottawa, and Nick Cousins can't believe it. And he'll go for 2 or less.
This has been a parade to the box for Nick Cousins, unfortunately. He's going to take a little slash of Demidov into the hand here. So here's the turnover right here, the middle of the ice. And then there's a chop right on the wrist of Demidov.
A rookie star's night ended in pain. Ivan Demidov, slashed down by Nick Cousins, left the ice holding his wrist. The hit didn't just stop the play, it started something bigger. Nick Cousins delivered a two-handed slash right across Demidov's wrist. The Canadiens rookie tried to skate off, but the pain forced him out. He was removed from the game. Before the hit, Demidov was having a strong night. He had already collected 2 assists in the game. He pushed the play against Ottawa's defense and kept creating scoring chances. His skating and passing showed why fans are so excited about him. But after the slash, his night ended early. Head coach Martin St. Louis was asked for an update right after the game. He said, "Not right now. He's still being evaluated, so not right now." That was the official word from the Canadiens bench. The team called the move by Cousins unnecessary. St. Louis added, "There's no need for that. It's an exhibition game. I don't think there's any need for that in the game." Nick Cousins delivered the chop late in the game. This was after a string of rough moments between the two teams. Reports suggest Cousins may have been retaliating after Arbor Shekaj of Montreal had been ejected earlier. Fans were quick to react. Online, they described the slash as cowardly. Analysts said the Department of Player Safety is likely to review the play. That means Cousins could face discipline before the regular season begins. Ivan Demidov's health became the biggest focus of the night. Reports later confirmed he avoided serious injury. Elliot Friedman shared on X, "Don't believe there's any long-term injury concern for Demidov after the slash he took last night." This was seen as good news for Montreal, especially with the season opener scheduled for October 8th against the Toronto Maple Leafs. The Canadiens have already decided to be cautious. Demidov may sit out the next preseason game. This is to give him time to rest and recover. Alexandre Carrier also stated that none of the Canadiens players had serious injuries coming out of the game. That includes Demidov. Even with the incident, the Canadiens won the game 5-0. The score was one-sided, but the conversation after the final horn centered only on Demidov's injury. Before leaving, Demidov had shown the skill that made him a top draft pick. He helped set up goals. He pressured defenders. He drew coverage every time he carried the puck. His play stood out until the slash ended his night. The Canadiens organization is now focused on 2 things: his health and the league's decision on Cousins. The NHL has not yet released an official statement, but based on past cases, a review by the Department of Player Safety could come within days. The slash happened as Montreal and Ottawa played in Quebec City. The game drew attention because of the rising rivalry between the two clubs. This preseason meeting continued that trend. Demidov's injury scare raises larger questions for the league about how much physical play is allowed in preseason games. Martin St. Louis made his position clear. He stated again that there was no need for that type of slash in an exhibition setting. His words echoed through the post-game press conference. The Canadiens are expected to update Demidov's status as soon as team doctors finish their checks. For now, the official word is precaution. They do not want to risk a setback for one of their most important young players. The Canadiens, despite the slash, showed strength in the rest of the game. They scored 5 unanswered goals. The situation will now move into league offices. The NHL will study the slash and determine if Cousins faces a fine or suspension. The video review will play a role in that outcome. If discipline comes, it will likely be announced before the Senators' next preseason game. For Montreal, all eyes remain on Demidov. His arrival in the NHL has been highly anticipated. He has been labeled as one of the top prospects of his draft class. In his short time with the Canadiens, he has already impressed fans and coaches. That is why the slash drew so much attention. It was not just about one player getting hit, it was about the future of the franchise taking a dangerous shot in a preseason setting. Elliot Friedman's update eased some fears. His words were direct: "No long-term injury concern." That statement provided the most clarity yet. It pointed to Demidov returning soon, perhaps in time for the season opener. Still, the Canadiens are not rushing. They are expected to sit him at least one game to make sure he is fully ready. The rivalry between Montreal and Ottawa has often included physical clashes. This game continued that storyline. The final score was lopsided, but the real headline became the slash, the injury scare, and the possible fallout for Nick Cousins. As of today, Demidov is being monitored daily. Reports say he is not expected to miss extended time. The Canadiens are waiting for further medical reports. The slash is being reviewed by the league. Fans and media continue to follow closely. This was not just another preseason game. It was a night when a young star was slashed hard, left the ice in pain, and sparked a wave of reaction across hockey.
Ivan Demidov just turned a rookie showcase into something no one saw coming. The Bell Center crowd watched in awe as the 19-year-old forward pulled off plays that left the arena shaking. It wasn't only the goal, and it wasn't only the passes. What happened on that ice has people wondering how far this story will go.